yourself ready to go from aggressive attack, slow, methodical, really passionate playing to flipping a switch and going to that really loose flick of the wrist tremolo playing? How do you get yourself ready? I think the key to that and the answer to that is to always be ready, to stay in a constant state of relaxation even when you're playing slowly or even when you're playing really punctuated aggressive attack, that you're still in the readiness state to be able to just flick the wrist and be able to play that really quick fluid playing. So one of the things you can do is sort of toggle back and forth between slow, aggressive, and then just flick the wrist and go. So challenge yourself rhythmically. One of the problems that I had for a long time was that my upstroke, especially when I ended on an upstroke, it didn't have the same punctuation. So pay particular attention to that upstroke and make sure that it has the same punctuation as a downstroke. Right? That little flick of the wrist, that little snap. Of course, that's just on one string, and then the trick is to be able to do it across all strings. The other thing you could do, a really cool exercise, and it's the simplest thing in the world, it's a down, up, and then a pull off. So down, up, pull off. And you want to do that sort of with fluidity and succession. So now I realize that the third note isn't a picked note, but something about that little lick, that little 3-note sequence that allows me to get my wrist into the right state of readiness to be able to play really loosely and do it across strings. Right? So I'm just in A minor pentatonic. So I hope that helps. Any questions, comments? We can break this down even further. You could talk about the right hand for the next 40 years and probably still never master it. But this is a little trick that I've found helped me stay in a state of readiness as opposed to trying to get there.